How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over the brand new content that we just got released into MLB The Show 20. We have the brand new Tops Now players, we have the roster update, and we also have Return of Extreme. This is a big program that will give us 3 rewards that are all 99 overall. So let's go ahead and start off with this Tops Now program. We'll go ahead and hide the face cam. The very first card we see is a 97 overall Aaron Nola. And this card's pretty solid. I mean, Aaron Nola had a finest card a couple years ago. He might have even had one last year. But this one's pretty good. 90 walks per 9 with 92 control, so he will be able to locate pretty well. He does only have 4 pitches. He throws a sinker, which is effective. Knuckle curve, which is not a pitch that everyone throws. It seems like we see more regular, traditional curveballs. So that might have, a different looking break to it. But 92 hits per 9, 111 K per 9, pretty solid all-around card. Not the most dominant pitcher in terms of velocity, but pretty solid all around. Michael Conforto gets one. 97 overall, Michael Conforto with diamond defense out there in right field. Great Tops Now player, honestly, and he will have some quirks to go along with it. That's the thing to keep in mind about these players, is that they also have the live series quirks. 111 contact with 103 power against right, 97 and 99 against lefties. Michael Conforto is the face of the franchise live series diamond, or face of the franchise diamond card, linked up with the Mets team affinity, and now he has a 97 overall card. Pretty awesome to see. Corbin Burns is a pitcher I'm not too familiar with. I haven't really watched him pitch this year at all, but definitely has a great repertoire as well as great pitches, or great stats on his pitches in general here. 105 hits per 9, 110 K per 9, 90 stamina is fairly low. He does throw 99 velocity, but he doesn't have the outlier quirk, so that's something to keep in mind. But he does throw a 95 sinker that should touch 97 as well. We see, some pitchers like Oral Hershiser top out at 97 once in a while with that sinker. Definitely a solid pitcher here in terms of budget, but anyway, we'll keep it rolling here. We have a lot of cards to go over. We have a brand new program to break down a little bit, and we're going to make further videos on that as well. But Mike Clevenger, 97 overall, 99 stamina, 103, 110. Decent control, 80 and 87. Pretty solid pitcher, though. He does have a cutter on this card. I don't think his live series has a cutter. Maybe I'm mistaken on that, though. He might have the other 4 pitches. I am not exactly sure. Jorge Alfaro, not a bad card here. We get another catcher. 99 arm strength, though. Good budget catcher if you don't have some of the other catchers we've recently gotten as of lately. But 196 against right, 93, 92 against left. Lower vision at 62, but the clutch attribute will certainly help when runners are on base or in scoring position. 76 speed with a maxed out arm strength is really good for a catcher. I think that's a pretty solid card. And I think that's all the Tops Now players. Yep, that's all of those. We'll go ahead and get into a little bit of the roster update. I know they're currently going over that right now. And we do have a brand new diamond in Dinelson Lamet. So if you followed what I said in some of those stub tips or that stub making method, then you will see that a couple of these players got upgraded, downgraded. You might have been able to put those orders in, advance, and make some stubs that way. So let's see here. Not too many guys got upgraded to a diamond. Only Lamet. Let's see if anyone got upgraded to a gold card here. Chris Martin. Did Sixto Sanchez get upgraded? I don't believe so. This guy got upgraded to a gold. Yep, the guy that also got a Tops Now player item. Let's see here. Rafael Devers. Yeah, it's not looking like Sixto Sanchez. We do have a few guys that got upgraded from a silver to a gold, though. Oh, he did. He did get upgraded to a gold. I just missed him. It was on the next page there. Zach Davies. I actually played against this guy in high school. He's a gold now. Not bad. I don't think I included him in my video where I talk about all the players I played against that are in this game. But I definitely missed him and Gagne. Anyway, not a bad roster update. Could have definitely made a lot of stubs with this thing. I didn't really invest, though. I did not really invest too much. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Moments Extreme. Right? So first, let's go in. So we do have that Moments Extreme there. But first, let's go into the program. It's a player program. Not a featured program, nothing else. It's just a player program under Extreme. We have this Lou Gehrig. So obviously, Lou Gehrig is the final reward at 100 program stars within this Extreme program. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that there is Conquest Extreme, Showdown Extreme, and Moments Extreme. I was correct when I talked about these three modes being released as a combination for this Extreme program. The very first thing we have here is Showdown Extreme, and this looks pretty difficult. Same type of thing with Conquest Extreme, and then Moments Extreme is broken down into a few solo moments, or I guess multi-game moments, but broken down into individual program stars that way, or program points. So let's back out of this. We see, actually before I do that, we see the rewards here. Some packs, Ducks on the Pond Elite. We have Christian Yelich, Nate Pearson, and Lou Gehrig as their rewards. We also have some exclusive beach ball packs in there, some 20-pack bundles. Pretty solid all around. Let's take a look at these rewards. We all want to see the prestige version of these cards, though. We can add +3 to all of them, and they will be amazing. They already are amazing. This Christian Yelich is incredible. He does not have, the dead red quirk. He doesn't have those live series quirks that the other Christian Yelich has, but this one is the finest one that we had from MLB The Show 18. Or maybe even in MLB The Show 19's game. I know we had finest Yelich, I believe, in both years. But the MVP one, very, very solid card all around. Very solid. Let's keep it going with Nate Pearson. This card might be one of the best pitchers in the entire game in terms of his velocity. He does have the outlier. He also throws, extremely hard slider and a very slow curveball. His changeup is slower on this one than it would be on his other card, the prospect version, and that makes this card that much better. I think that his changeup was his worst pitch by far on that other one, and now he might even have that quirk. No, he does not. Okay, he only has the knee buckler and the cheesy, so that means that his fastball has great break or control, or both, and his curveball, whether that's the slider or the curve, one of those or both of them have 85 control or break, something close to that. Definitely a solid card, though. This Lou Gehrig is going to be an endgame first baseman. Obviously, this card was the best first baseman for me in last year's game. I honestly don't know if I'd be able to grind out this Conquest, Moments, and Showdown Extreme, these three different Extreme modes. But I am also glad that the final reward is not Willie Mays. I'm kind of glad it's not Griffey. But I do want to use Lou Gehrig. I know that, this is the only way we can get him. So I might have to grind this out. But at the same time, we are able to get Babe Ruth for free. This is a first baseman. There are a lot of first basemen that you can use in place of Lou Gehrig if you're not able to complete this Extreme mode. But I still like these rewards. I think that these three rewards are pretty good. I would have loved to see, Jimmy Fox, Willie Mays, and Lou Gehrig. I'm not opposed to these guys that they've chosen, though. Anyway, now that I've talked about that, I wanted to back out to the actual moments, right? So we want to look at what difficulty these moments are on. We want to look at the Showdown mode and kind of a little bit about that. We also want to look at the Conquest, because the Conquest is probably going to be the toughest thing in terms of following the strategy and following the directions on what it's saying. So let's go into moments. We have Return of Extreme right here. And these moments will not be easy at all. They're giving us 50,000 XP and 30,000 stubs for completing this. These moments are on Hall of Fame and Legend. All right, one of them is a 9-inning game against MLB The Show's God Squad. We have to win a game trailing against Mariano Rivera, the best closer in the game, or in MLB history, on Legend. This also will probably consist of the Yankees' all-time defensive squad, right, with like Mickey Mantle, Ricky Henderson, those guys out there. Definitely hard. Hall of Fame game where you have to strike out 10 batters with your Diamond Dynasty team. You'll probably be using your ace pitcher in this. Future star Nate Pearson, we're going up against him, and we have to tally multiple hits, extra base hits, and score a bunch of runs on Hall of Fame. That one probably won't be as difficult as some of these other ones, just kind of is my guess anyway. 4 extra base hits in one game with Lou Gehrig on Hall of Fame against the A's. You're probably facing Catfish Hunter in this one. I'm not exactly sure on that. But I would assume you're facing the best A's pitcher that they have. Maybe it's Lefty Grove. Maybe it's a different pitcher. Maybe Dennis Eckersley. I don't know. But you might face a variety of those guys. Anyway, Christian Yelich mission is 3 home runs in 1 game. This one certainly won't be easy at all on Hall of Fame difficulty. I think I had the most trouble with Babe Ruth's 3-homer mission last year, and I only attempted it a few times. Just did not quite finish that one off. Just didn't even think it was worth it, to be honest with you. Let's go into Showdown. We have Showdown Extreme here. So that's only part 1. I mean, those moments are part 1. You can do that out of any order. It looks like this Showdown Extreme doesn't consist of too many. It doesn't consist of too many things, but it looks like they're all showdowns. All right, so these are all showdowns. Let's start this. Let's draft up a team here. We have all prestige cards. All right, that's interesting. I'm going to try and explain everything in this video. We probably won't be able to see too many of the missions unless I actually complete them. But let's just quickly draft up a team. I don't know if I'm facing a righty or a lefty. I'm just going to draft as many lefties as possible because I have a feeling that you're facing Nate Pearson at the end. He's within that extreme program. So I don't know. You might face a lefty first one out of the gate. Could be MVP Kershaw or 99 Kershaw, and then we're screwed. But either way, I'm just going to quickly draft some players here. Should have probably taken Soler there, but it's all good. I'm probably not even going to play with this exact team. I'm just trying to look at what we're dealing with here. So this is the best quirk you can get. And I also would probably choose this one because the other ones stink. So this first one is a showdown. Can you skip to the end? Yeah, skip to the final showdown. We have 30 outs. This one's on veteran. Let's skip to the end here. This one's also on veteran. So the first one is take on Kerry Wood in a showdown. And this could change, right? It might not be the same all the time. And yes, it is final showdown against the Blue Jays, Nate Pearson. So I was right there. But it is on Hall of Fame. So it's going to get much more difficult as we move on here. But these final showdowns give us runs, obviously. So we're going to face Kerry Wood, Brendan McKay, Max Scherzer, Trevor Hoffman, Chris Sale. So 3 righties, right? 3 righties and 2 lefties leading up to the final boss, who is a righty. So you kind of want to build your team in that way, right? You might face this first one, right-handed pitcher, put as many lefties in as you can. You win, you get a gold player. You might want to draft, a guy that crushes lefties for this next one against McKay. I don't necessarily know. There's a lot that's going to go into this. It's going to be very difficult, but you do get a lot of stubs and XP along the way. I'm looking at that right now. Okay, so that's Showdown Extreme. We're 83% done. We haven't done anything. We would certainly fail that mission or that one, most likely. What's the final thing here? Showdown, Moments, now Conquest. Conquest Extreme is by far the most difficult thing out of this, in my opinion, based on simulations, based on these turn-based missions, right? So capture the Twin Stronghold on the first turn. Capture the Blue Jays Stronghold on or before turn 2. Same thing with the Indians, same thing with the White Sox, same thing with the Rockies. Then you got to capture the Rangers on or before turn 3, the Angels on or before turn 3. Same thing with the Astros, same thing with the Rays, same thing with the Yankees, same thing with the Nationals. We're unlocking packs along the way. We've probably lost some of our sanity at this point. Capturing the Phillies on or before turn 4, Reds on or before turn 4, Diamondbacks, same thing, Cubs, same thing, and now we get into a few other ones. It's just capturing these strongholds on or before a specific turn. When you do it, you get a ball and bundle, and then, of course, the program stars to accumulate towards that Lou Gehrig. Now, just to kind of discuss how we're going to approach this, is we would click on this. We start right here. The goal is to directly go straight down to the Twins and attack them on Hall of Fame difficulty. This is taking their stronghold on their first turn or on or before turn 1. Right? That's where we're at right now. You can look at the turn on the bottom right. Let's say we attack them. We would still want to continue our turn, though. In other conquests, we would skip a couple phases. In this one, you probably don't want to skip any phases. You probably want to play all these games even if you come up to a point where you have a space like this, 4 versus 1, you might want to play this game on veteran. So that way, if you do simulate, and let's just do it as an example, you might lose some fans there, and that would mess you up. Now, since I did that, I still can play them on Hall of Fame, but that might have messed up my turn or my strategy for these missions here, right? Capture the Twin Stronghold. Once I do that, I would go for the Blue Jays, the Indians, the White Sox, the Rockies, okay? And all of those strongholds are in this area. So what I would want to do is probably try and get up to there as close as I can, reinforce. You do want to play the steel fans phases in this one. You want to try and take as many fans as you can. That will help you with reinforcements. And really, this is going to take a very long time. Conquest Extreme will probably take you longer than Showdown Extreme and the Moments Extreme, depending on how many attempts those moments take you, obviously. If you're not able to complete one of those moments, then you might not get all the points, and you won't be able to get the Lou Gehrig card. But this Conquest Extreme is very tedious. It will take a long time, and I will try and complete some of it and make some videos on it. But honestly, with how busy I am in my personal life, I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this Extreme program this year. I wanted to still try and help as many people as I can possible, and that is how we're going to wrap up the video as well. We do have a couple packs. I did receive a couple Twitch drop packs, and I have a daily login pack here. We will finish it off with a Diamond Mike Trout out of this pack right here. This pack will have Mike Trout. He was just invisible. All right, that's going to do it. I hope I helped you out in some way. That is the return of Extreme, the Tops Now players, and the roster update all wrapped into one video. I know this video was a little bit longer, probably double the length of my normal videos, but there's a lot of information, a lot of stuff to go over. Thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.